Following our Mahogany Bay Explain video, we now have the full interview with Ms. Cherri and Mr. Joe Lewis, two homeowners and now permanent residents, sharing exactly how they went from discovering Belize online, visiting for the first time, to becoming homeowners in Mahogany Bay in under 1 year. Their story is packed with fun anecdotes, real unfiltered feedback, what they wish they knew, the challenges they faced, and how they blended in to the Belize life, and what building here looks like. Let's begin. For context for our viewers, I know Ms. Cherri and Mr. Lewis through the church here. They have been wonderful couple, very loving. So that's how we know each other, right?
Yes.
So you guys have been in Mahogany Bay for how long? Would you mind sharing with us a little bit of what that journey looked like for you when you found Mahogany Bay? You know, the choosing your lot, building here, the timeline. How did that go for you guys?
Sure.
Oh my gosh, so it's kind of a long story, but I'll try my best to make it short. I'm a detailed person.
She is.
But maybe about 8 years ago, I was looking at something. I'm a real estate broker, and we were looking at places that we might want to travel or even retire to. And I came across online something about Belize. And so my son, he said, "Oh, Mom," his friend, he said, "He's Belizean." I said, "No way." He said, "Yeah." He
Right.
said, "Mom," right?
Mhm.
His grandfather owns an island. I said, "Well, ask him if his grandfather will adopt me," right?
Right.
And that's kind of how it started. So I went online and I had Googled some things. That kind of was it. We love to travel, so we were traveling to Bermuda and, some different places. And so for a little while it stopped. And then we thought,
The traveling stop?
the desire to come to Belize.
Yeah.
And so we were 2020. In 2020,
Yeah. I
COVID
think so.
hit.
Yeah.
And we were planning to go to Africa like in March, and they canceled everything. And we thought, let's see what kind of islands are open or what's open, and nothing was open. And we tried to see about Belize, and it was locked shut. So we thought, in October, Africa opened. So we went to Africa for 5 weeks, and we're thinking, oh, okay, we'll just keep traveling. But then we had COVID 3 times. Woo.
Yeah.
3 times. And the third time was pretty rough from what we had experienced. And I said, I'm a real estate broker. So I had gone to my husband and I said, "Babe, we had 6 months to live. What do you want to do?"
It's a pretty good question.
Very good. Caught me off guard, but I answered quick.
He was sick. He was laying in the bed.
We were just getting past COVID. And
That third time.
That third
the time that it really hit hard.
Yes,
And I
15
said,
straight
yeah.
days of couldn't do anything.
And I said, I want to go to the water.
I said, "What water?"
I said, Belize.
I said, "Belize."
I don't know why I said it, because like you said, it went out of my mind from that long time.
Right.
8 years or whatever it was.
From there, we contracted on a lot without even seeing it.
Without even visiting Belize
Without
first?
even visiting, had
Correct.
never been to Belize.
Never been.
And then it was January. So I got sick January 1st. January 15th is when it ended. That's when I asked him the question. January 28th. January 28th, I said, "Babe, we've contracted on this lot, but let me put a hold on it because we need to go." He said, "Well, book the tickets." I said, "Okay." He never does that. Book the tickets. I was like, we booked the tickets to fly February 1st through the 14th. Well, that same day, he says, "Sell the house." I said, "Sell the house? Babe." I really, really enjoyed and loved my home.
And I'm the
I
one
did.
who said, let's keep this house forever.
Everything, heritage for the children, all this. So I was like, "Sell the house." Okay. I said, "This is what I'll do. I'll put it in coming soon status and we'll go live on Monday, the 1st. He said, okay, put it in coming soon status. We went live February 1st. We sold February 1st for several $1,000s over the list price. And I had bumped the list price from the last one that had just sold maybe a couple of days before. I had bumped it probably $15,000 more because of what we had done to the house. And it sold over. And my daughter was like, Mom, it's a sign, just go with it. All the doors are open. And he was like, yep, sell it, we're done. We sold it. And we came here on February 14th.
No, before that, I said, hey, when we come back, the house is gonna be sold, so we got to we got to move all this stuff out of here. Cause
we were leaving for Belize on the 14th of February. We wouldn't be back till the 28th, and we were closing on the 28th. So we had 2 days
Pack everything in
to
there.
pack everything. And a couple of realtors had reached out to me wanting to buy stuff in the house or whatever. So we had a sale, an estate sale. And I was like, oh, my stuff is going. I said, well, and he's like, babe, it don't matter. Whatever we want in Belize, we'll get it. And I was just thinking, this man, COVID must have really done something to his head because he really changed on who he was, right? And I was like, whoa, he came alive. I mean, he was alive, but he really came alive, like with vision and thought. So we got here, and as soon as we landed February 14th, not to mention it was Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, I looked at him, he looked at me, and we both said, home. We hadn't talked about it. It felt like home.
Correct.
And it was so weird because, like I said, we've traveled the world. He was retired military. I never thought any place was just really where we could say this feels like home.
And what do you think? This is the same experience I get from a lot of people, and I'm also not from here. So when I came, I didn't immediately had that feeling, but now Belize does feel like home. What do you think is that? There's something in the ear. What do you think makes that?
Love is in the air.
Love is in the air.
But when you just love. For me, right? I told I'm half black and half Mexican. So being in Belize was like, I fit. Literally at 60, for the first time, I'm 61 now, but at 60, it was the first time I felt in my life that I was here, because Belize is a melting pot, right? You look, I get somewhere, it's okay. Call me mama, call me cousin, call me sister, because we all in the island vibe, tia, tio, when you fit it, you just fit in everywhere. And so it was like, and everybody seems, even though there's some issues or troubles or whatever, just life. People just seem happy.
Yeah. We never got the aha moment when we got off the airplane. Both of us looked at each other. It wasn't like, "Whoa, this is just great!" Like it's a
beautiful or
resort or something like that.
People say paradise, and I was like, I wouldn't call it paradise. Just my thing.
It's home.
Been all around the world, but it was the most amazing sense of home and community.
Peace.
Yeah, peace.
So you closed on your home back in the States. You're closing here. You're starting the build type almost immediately, because at this point you're kind of homeless.
Right.
You got money in the bank, but you're homeless.
Correct.
How did that process go by building here, timeline-wise? Expectations. How long did it took to finish? Give us an overview on that.
We contracted February, so we got Street 7 was what we were looking at, right? And then I was like, babe, I kind of want to be more tucked and nestled in. And so we asked our salesperson, and he brought us to Street 1. And I was like, I think Street 1 works for us. And that was it. So that was February. By the time we left, we had sat down with someone to find a builder. We found a builder same day, liked what we heard and everything. The next month, we started building, which was April. And
timeline was initially?
Well, we found the builder, started building, looking for it, like for them to clear the lot, and everything was March. We started with the piles and everything April. And they told us it would be roughly about a year. It took about 15 months, but it was good. It was good. And that 15 months was most of the weather, you know, and they were like, and they said, if the time allots for it, but come weather. What they didn't tell us was Belizeans have lots of holidays.
Right.
So it would be a holiday. Christmas break was a long break, you know. It's
Nobody works on Christmas.
Nobody. Or the day after.
So I'm like, come on, work, you know. But it was just more of the joy. You know, we were getting videos of the build and everything.
Yeah,
so
weekly videos.
I would make everybody who came to, because what we did was we lived with our daughter for a year. And everyone that would come and visit her or whatever, I would say, come here, look at the video. This is where my house is. This is, they would be like, yeah, I saw it. We've already seen it, you know, so it was, but it was
You
so
were very
cool.
excited about it.
Oh my gosh. Every step of the way, every moment was just like, but you know, we never came. We didn't come until the house was almost completely done.
Completed from
About
the
3
time
months
that they
before.
started, yeah.
Wow.
Now there was issues doing along the build, but whenever we talked to them about it,
It was
they
corrected
come
right
back
away.
to us and correct it and different things. So
All through video, all online.
all through video.
But being a real estate broker, my profession was new home builds. So my eye for it is kind of like I could look at it and see.
Yeah.
And we had a great project manager that would assist us through, you know, different things. They sent us videos and things. So it helped a lot.
Which is one of, at least for what I see and I hear, is one of the benefits of being in Mahogany Bay.
This is true.
You know, compared to trying to build outside of
true.
you know, you gotta be here. You hear that you gotta be constantly looking out for your project, on top of the contractors, for them to be on top of the workers.
Quick 20-second break. I'll keep it fast. YouTube tells me that nearly 80% of you who watch my videos still aren't subscribed. If you found any of this helpful or eye-opening, please hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. It genuinely helps this channel grow and helps more people like you get real information about Belize. Now back to the interview.
What are 3 things that you think you enjoy most about Mahogany Bay outside of after you've built, after you've established here? What are those things that you now enjoy?
I enjoy like the farmhouse. When the farmhouse opened, oh my gosh. I told Daniel, I'm so glad you're here. This is so cool. We literally can walk from our house to go to come have breakfast. It's like a little market and grab our stuff. We can really walk to it. It just is sense of community. And then, you know, if we want something to eat, we can eat there. The pool club, the Hilton, we can go and eat in these places. They're a little bit more expensive sometimes, but then, you know, like a special occasion sometimes. But breakfast, I'll say, babe, can you go to the big house and get me some bacon and some fried jacks? And he'd be like, I'll be right over there. We call him, this Mr. Joe, Street 1. And they'd be like, yes, Mr. Joe, we got your discount. And
Fix you up.
yes.
I'm local. Everywhere
I know.
I go.
Local.
I'm a Belizean. I even got my Belizean driver's license.
You did, right?
Yes,
yeah.
so-
That's awesome.
And also security.
Security
Yeah,
wise?
we
this
do have
is-
security.
This security, it's a gated community, and
They come
secure.
up and down the streets like every hour on their
So
motorcycles.
you have that peace of mind when
It's
it
a
comes
little
to
bit more, you know, yes, that just makes you feel this sense. One, it's community, because pretty much here there's a lot of people that rent their houses out. We're here full time, so all the people who know us full time, it's just like, hey, Miss Cherri, you know, it's so cool.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I'm glad to hear. Now, you have been here living in the island for how long?
March will be 3 years.
March will be 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Now that you've seen the entire island and you see everything that it has to offer, would there be another area that you would have possibly considered? Or another place you would have considered?
Not for me.
Me either. I haven't actually. I've went all over the island, but I haven't went looking at another resort or another area. No, so for you know, what we just mentioned. We can get on our bike and ride up to the market. We can get
Right.
on. So for those things, no, I don't think I would have moved anywhere else. We considered a condo one time because we
Being on the
didn't want to
beachfront
keep our
and-
yard
yeah.
up, didn't want to do any of that stuff. So we considered being on the beachfront for a condo, but I'm not sure where it would be.
And I just like the working in my yard and having my little vegetation and my plants and things. It's small enough and it's big enough. It's small enough to be able to do it in about an hour, and but it's big enough to where it's just our own little
Give you a
oasis.
sense of continuity of that engagement with
Privacy,
your privacy and your
yes,
property.
Absolutely. We put our fence up around the yard, and I love it. I mean, because when we've gone everywhere. We have friends that are in the Secret Beach area, and a few friends that are there, and they love it there. But every time I'm driving in or since, it's so open, and it doesn't feel the closeness or the security that we have here. And I mean, for me, being a military, it's not living on a base, but it kind of feels like, you know, you got to go through a gate.
Yeah.
And it kind of gives you that sense of
That sense
our
of
smaller military life, you know?
Yeah.
And I tell my husband, I said, because even when we come in and I get in my house, not until I go back out do I even remember sometimes that I'm
You're
on an
not in
island.
Mahogany Bay.
I'm in Mahogany Bay or whatever.
Living on an island
It just,
in the country
it
of
just
Belize.
feels like home, you know?
Bad. It sounds from the story you told me. Mr. Lewis was very much go, 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 and there was some kind of hesitation on your part. What was that, and how do you feel about that hesitation now? If someone would be saying, yes, that's what I'm hesitating about, how would you tell them you feel about it now that you've been here, done that, and living here?
Before she says that, usually it'd be just the opposite.
True.
When I tell her something about going, she's go, 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 and I'm the hesitant. Well, let's check this out. Well, let's look at this. Well, but this time
Let
it
me
was like,
read through this.
yes, I have military. I have to read through things 2 or 3 times
Contracts
to make
and-
sure it's
Well,
right.
me as well. Just real estate, contractual agreements and everything. You cross all your T's
That COVID
and
did
dot
something
your
to you.
But this one, I
I's,
don't
yeah.
know. This one was
But
different. Yeah.
for me, my hesitation was I have 7 grandchildren and 5 living children. So, well, actually now I have 3 great grands because we had 3 this year. January, February, and August. So it was more like, I'm going to leave my children. I don't want to feel stuck on an island. And he said, you'll never be stuck. You can get up out of here. It's the plane. The way we came in, you can get out anytime you want to. And my children were like, Mom, you're actually creating heritage for us in Belize.
Right.
And we are international owners. That's what they claimed. I was like, you're not making no mortgage payments here. You didn't get no money. We don't make no mortgage payments. We paid clear and free, but I would just tease them. But they come. My grandchildren, 3 of the youngest ones come in the summer. They've come already 3 times. Our children are getting ready. 3 of them are coming for Christmas. The first year we were here,
Oh, man.
family and friends, every single month, people were here. I was like,
It was
whew.
more like you felt like a little mini hotel, you know? Hotel Lewis,
We
you
need a
know?
break.
Yeah, because when we built the house, we definitely downsized, but that's what we wanted. We wanted something small and quaint. I didn't want to be cleaning every day, all day. And we built a guest house. So our children thought it was the greatest. And our friends fight over who owns the guest house. My best friend's like, that's mine, and you can come and visit. And my other friends are like, no, that's my space. You can come visit. So it's so funny. And we had actually more visitors moving here. And it just was like, yeah, come see me. They'll be like, okay. So that's what really was like, even though it takes us 3 hours to get, actually 3 hours, maybe 4 in the travel, from 15-minute hop to get to, like Tropic or Mayan, 15 over to Belize City. Usually we're 2 hours early there, and it's a 2+ hour, not even 3 hours to get home to Charlotte, to get back to Charlotte. Sorry, not home. This is home.
Back to the States. This is
So you're
home.
looking at about 5-6 hours total?
At total, and that's the day of travel. It's so easy. If I needed to get out of here tomorrow, I could be out. It's not like I'm just stuck. Whereas in Africa, it's 24 hours of flight. Not that many flights that would go out, you know?
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
no, you know, there might be people, I mean, for example, family and friends who might still be very skeptical about Belize. And, you know, maybe Mahogany Bay might not be for them.
True.
What would you tell them about, you know, your encounters in Belize, whether they were maybe some bad encounters, good encounters? How did it resolve? How did you move forward? Even the good encounters.
Yeah. The
Travel. We've been to Belize City,
yeah, that was fun.
Belma Pond,
We don't do a
Hopkins.
whole lot of traveling other than straight to the United States.
Yeah.
But like some of our friends were like, I was looking at Belize and boy, it has a high crime rate. I said, well, when you look at the size of it, I mean, it's like New York, okay? No, it doesn't have a high crime rate compared to, well, you know, Belize City. Well, I don't live in Belize City. I live in San Pedro, which is an island. Primarily, most of it is tourism. So I said, yeah, if you're kind of dumb and drunk and 2-3 o'clock in the morning, you might get yourself in trouble. You know, if you go down the wrong street and you're not paying attention to where you're at, and you might get yourself in trouble. But we
Like
don't
anywhere.
do that, you know.
Yeah.
Just every day in and out. I said I see girls and people riding bikes and dark at night and everybody
By themselves,
you know,
yeah.
just not a big thing. So it pretty much kind of feels safe. I think the only encounter, I wouldn't even say it was bad, but there was a person that came to me and he was intoxicated and he wanted some money. And I will give $1 or $2 or
She
whatever.
sure will.
I mean, if I have it, I'm giving it to you. I'm not going to lie and say I don't have nothing. I'm going to give it to you, right? But I didn't have anything. And he got so mad at me. I thought you was Belizean. You're not Belizean. You're an American. Go home. And I was like, hey, I live here. Oh, Mom, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It was just a drunkenness.
He was just intoxicated. It was funny, and that was it.
Yeah.
And you know, I really haven't. I don't make a habit of going out too late. Usually, it's to my favorite places. If there's a festival, like we did the Lobster Fest and stuff, that was so cool.
Yeah.
And lobster ice cream was a bit much for me, you know, but it was so cool to see the creativity.
It's a one-time thing.
Yes, trust me.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
And we left.
And
If you're watching this and thinking, I still have questions, I want to help you. I offer a personalized Belize Discovery call where we'll walk through your questions, your preferences and budget, timeline, which areas truly match what you want and need, live listings that fit your criteria, and what to avoid, plus what to expect when buying here. No pressure, just clarity. You can scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the descriptions below to set your Belize Discovery call. Alright, let's get back to the interview.
And final question.
yeah.
What is one thing you wish you knew before coming to Belize and starting this entire journey of building, moving down here? What's one thing that you would say, you know what, we probably wish we would have known that, just to make life easier? Or
Rust.
We're on an island. We didn't,
Yes, didn't think.
we haven't ever lived island living or that kind of living.
Not
so-
to live, just
Right.
visit. Yeah.
just visit.
Yeah, so yeah, the salt in the air, salt water in the air, from the vehicles to your
Rust.
house to your bicycle chain to everything. You have to be on top of
I
that.
left my brand new bike outside.
Big
and
mistake.
It rusted. I was like,
And
what
she don't do
is that?
rust.
I don't do rust. I don't do I don't do broke. I don't do scratched. Nothing like that. And that was the thing that I think if we would have better prepared that, and I know it sounds silly, but you know, it's just kind of like, wow, I didn't expect it. Even like some of our patio furniture that's supposed to be outside, rusted, you know, even though you cover it up, and your vehicle can get rust, and there are things that you got to do. But if you had kind of prepared, like in the buying more aluminum, even stainless steel rust. My utensils rusted from just washing them and putting them on the
rack.
Yeah. And then I think even in the build, we would have done, we have a filtration system on our water, but we would have done a better
separate
filtration.
from the BWS. So
yes,
the BWS feeds
we have
you anyhow.
underneath our house, we have a whole water filter system, because even that is horrible.
Yeah.
It is
without it. Yeah.
Without it, because when they say you can change it like every 6 months, we change it every other month. Yeah.
And the filters come out. You put them in white, they come out
Muddy
charcoal brown. Within a month.
Cocoa brown, not charcoal, but chocolate, cocoa brown. Yeah.
So you can only imagine the water.
Just So when we were told it was safe to drink, I wouldn't drink it ever.
No.
I don't want the rust in my system. And like my bones get rusty. That's what's wrong. But I think that was the biggest thing for me, really, that I wish, because I think we would have prepared some things just a little bit better. See, we chose to be by the mangroves. And I just, like I told my husband, I felt it was a more necessary thing. Mangroves are natural to Belize, and they help the erosion, they help the system, the water and everything. So that was part of it, but that also creates more mosquitoes. Yeah. But what I did was I planted like lemongrass and rosemary in my yard, which helps. So we don't have them as much. Correct. The no-see-ums are the biggest. Putting it like in all four corners, and that really helps a lot. So although we have mosquitoes, it may be like 2 or 3 and not overloaded.
Yeah.
Right.
It was like things you didn't know that you can kind of, when you're researching or you think about it, that you could do that really makes life a lot
It's
easier.
not going to make you not come
Island
here.
life is amazing, right? But it has its little quirks.
Yeah. But,
And you just learn them and adjust. Yeah. The food. I came here, that's another thing. I came here to lose weight, not gain it.
Get on the bicycle, walk, do stuff like
I told
that.
I have gained weight, but I told them only one person can be fluffy, so exercise and.
Is your Belizean food, you're looking at very carb dense
It is.
food.
But the fish is amazing.
Yeah.
The chicken is so good compared to the States.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well,
Ceviche.
you're gonna start getting me hungry.
I know. I'm sorry. It's about that time for lunch, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for sitting up
Thank
and
you,
sharing
Joe.
with us.
Our pleasure.
You know, if hope and I wish you guys continued prosperous.
Thank you.
You know, being here in Belize, we enjoy you. We're happy to have people like yourself here, kind-hearted, beautiful people who are looking to become part of the community, not come and put their own ways and, you know, stuff like that, which is key. And I hope to keep knowing you guys for many more years to come.
Absolutely, because you know we love you, Joe.
I will. I love you
Just
too, guys.
excited.
Got my Belizean driver's license. I'm a
let me-
Belizean.
He got his Belizean driver's license now.